Greetings YouTube, and welcome to The Rabbit Hole. Here are 5 reported cases of MKUltra victims glitching. Number 1. Al Roker. This is a really bizarre clip. What starts with meaningless news banter suddenly turns absurd when Al Roker shifts gears and stares into the camera for 17 seconds without blinking.
Yeah, it's like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway, there is a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day in music history.
35 years ago today, Elvis Presley passed away, the king of rock and roll. And as Mark Cohn says in his great song, Walking in Memphis, there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle.
Now notice how his co-host uses the phrase Holy Ghost just before he glitches.
It's like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway, there is a lot of
MKUltra victims have certain triggers, usually a word or phrase implanted into their brain which can jump their behavior. For example, a mind-controlled victim brainwashed into becoming an assassin could be programmed to kill when a particular phrase is used, say a line from a politician's speech. The assassin could even do the killing, but never actually remember it, and thus maintain their innocence with honest integrity. Many viewers noticed Roker's strange behavior and questioned CNN. Anderson Cooper responded to Roker's live broadcast.
He stood completely still with that look on his face for 17 seconds. But we actually do have an explanation for what was up with Al Roker. He says he just wanted to see how long he could hold the pose, and the director kind of egged him on. So it wasn't really a glitch in the Matrix after all, as I initially thought. But one thing is for sure, if Al Roker ever shows up in your neck of the woods, whatever you do not challenge him to a staring contest, because you will most certainly lose.
By him shutting down the absurdist notion of a glitch in the Matrix and following up his conclusion with a joke, he downplays the whole event and gets the audience's mind off the topic at hand. In general, this is why there's that banter and joking on the news. It keeps your mind jumping from one thing to the next, one mood to the next. Thus, you are left impressionable and susceptible to the subliminal messaging used to carry out the media's agenda. Number 2. Poppy Harlow. Poppy Harlow is filling in for news anchor Carol Costello on CNN. On December 28, 2015, she suddenly passed out while live on the air.
Hi, we have this new CNN ORC poll, which is quite a turnaround in.
When the cameras start rolling again, she explains that she got overheated.
I got a little hot and I passed out for a moment. I am fine. We're going to take a quick break.
This is similar to another clip of a celebrity overheating. Mariah Carey appeared unannounced on TRL. Her behavior was erratic, and Carson Daley keeps saying, "What's going on? I don't know about this. Mariah Carey is out of her mind." Then he suddenly says to somebody off camera,
"Hey, can we get the AC cranked down? The AC, crank it down, get nice and cool." Wow!
Is this evidence that Carson realizes Mariah Carey's MKUltra programming is breaking down because she is overheated just like Poppy Harlow was? It is interesting to note that the day Poppy Harlow fainted, she was filling in for Carol Costello. Carol Costello's initials are CC, which you can think about as 33, referring to the 33rd degree of Masonry. Poppy Harlow also just happened to be 33 years old. Maybe her passing out wasn't so much a glitch in this case, but a symbolic attack by her handlers, a Freemason symbol of their power and control over the media and the masses for anybody in the know. Just think about it this way. If you don't get the symbolism, then you've already fallen for their charade and are essentially under mind control. And if you do notice it as a symbol, then you interpret it as a warning and are likely to become complacent due to fear. Number 3. Heidi Murray Definition Piper. Heidi Murray Definition Piper was making a speech upon her return to Earth. Suddenly she faints.
I figured that would never happen without the preparation we had training the team inside life.
She is revived and continues to speak only to faint again and be carried off stage.
And so I figured I could stand here, standing enough.
It is supposedly normal for astronauts to faint upon their return to Earth because their bodies are readjusting to gravity. However, what makes Piper's case really interesting is that during a spacewalk, she lost a bag of tools worth over $100,000. What was it that made her drop the tools? Did she simply forget to tether them properly? Or was it something she saw that made her freeze? On one of her earlier missions, the STS-115, there were a number of strange sightings. One was captured on video and reported. The other was in the reflection of astronaut Joseph R. Tanner's space helmet. It appears to be a vector-shaped UFO. It is very similar to the vector shape in the NASA logo. Is this something NASA knows about that they are trying to keep a secret from the public? Could Piper's fainting be from a flashback she had from the 2006 mission? Or was her fainting an attack by an MKUltra handler so she could not finish her speech? Would Piper have said something about what she saw in space to the public that went against NASA's agenda? Later that year in 2009, the same year she lost the tool bag, she retired from NASA. While NASA and fellow crew members praised her as a stellar astronaut, they could simply be trying to smooth over the situation, make light of what was really seen in space. Number 4. Beyonce and JayZ. Here we see Beyonce at a basketball game, looking like she is in a trance. Could her programming have glitched? This clip is very similar to other clips of MKUltra victims that suddenly fall into a trance-like state.
I'm sorry. I was in a trance.
JayZ doesn't even notice. Or maybe he's trying to pretend he doesn't notice. Perhaps he's waiting awkwardly for the glitch to be over so the couple can get back to keeping up their charade. And finally, number 5. Britney Spears. Britney Spears has had a number of famous breakdowns over the years, which have all been the result of her MKUltra programming. In an interview with Diane Sawyer, Britney malfunctions when asked about Justin Timberlake.
This spasm of publicity about what happened from Mexico to London.
It was pretty rough, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Ah, weird. Hello. Oh my goodness, hello. Ew, strong Britney. Yeah, it was a weird time.
Interestingly, Sawyer uses the phrase spasm of publicity with an emphasis on the word spasm, which seems fitting for what comes next. Britney begins to answer, but on the word weird, well, things get weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Ah, weird. Hello. Oh my goodness, hello.
It is suddenly as if she switches to a polar opposite personality, or a different person altogether. It is well documented that split personalities often result from trauma and abuse. MKUltra actually strives to fracture victims' minds into these different personas so victims can hold different sets of knowledge, one persona withholding information from other personas. A victim could be abused but not even realize it because it happened to a different persona, similar to how an assassin could kill but honestly claim innocence. Secret information could also be stored safely in a victim's brain thanks to split personalities. Like a safe, the information could be kept in a compartment of the mind that cannot be accessed without the right trigger. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and remember, until next time, keep digging.